This is NERF, Aliens, LMTD, M41A Pulse Blaster. First range report. The NERF M41A Pulse Blaster is chambered in the standard caseless 10mm NERF dart, and it also has a underbarrel NERF large dart grenade launcher. And now, let's hit the range.
Alright, here we are at the range with our M41 Pulse Blaster. To start out our test today, let's do 10 shots at our silhouette xenomorph target. It looks suspiciously like a splatter target. We're going to do 5 shots single slow, and then we will do 5 shots at full auto. Here we go, aiming at our silhouette target. Let's make sure we have a loaded magazine. We have 10 rounds. Here we go. And we are empty. Let's go ahead and collect our... Oh, wait, we can do a grenade. Let's do our grenade. Oh, dead center. Sounds aren't exactly movie authentic, but they'll do.
Let's take a break from the range to do an unboxing of the M41A Pulse Blaster. It comes in this very nice stylized box. NERF obviously put a lot of effort into designing and stylizing this box to fit in with the aliens theme of this NERF blaster. Removing the white NERF slider, we're greeted with the Colonial Marines logo. It also has the M41A designation on the box. We see some holes in the box for sort of maybe plasma hits that do actually go through the box and show you a hint of the item that is beneath it, which is sort of a neat touch there. Flipping the box over, we do see there's the image of the plasma rifle, the Armat logo with the M4A1 on the box, and then the LV426, which is the planet where the story takes place at. Opening the box, we again are greeted with the Colonial Marines logo. The little pouch on the right where there's the 10 and 3, that's where your darts are stored in. There's a lot of neat sort of Easter egg touches inside this box, from sort of the schematic of the plasma rifle to the Colonial Marines patch and logo here, and the USS Sulaco, which is the ship that the Marines traveled to LV426 on. In the bottom left we have the M41A logo with the Armat, and then the Weyland-Yutani logo as well. So some neat things even on the lid of the box where you can see that they put some time into this. Removing that Colonial Marines logo, we get our first good look at our M4A1 blaster. Now I've taken the Pulse Blaster out of the box here, and note that the NERF version of the Pulse Blaster runs on 4C batteries, compared to the original Pulse Rifle, as done by Armat, had a lithium-ion battery in the grip, which was rechargeable, not included at this price point, unfortunately. In between the large dart and smaller dart barrels on our blaster, the Aliens logo is included as sort of a reference if you didn't already know the movie that this was based upon. Here we see the magazine well. That digital 10 does count down as you fire your darts. That's a removable magazine with the Weyland-Yutani logo on it. Now that 10, so let's say you lose a dart, you can decrease it to know that, say, it doesn't always have 10 in it. The pistol grip on the blaster looks very similar to what would be on the movie item. However, it does have that double trigger, which we'll come back to. Luckily for us, this is considered a dart blaster, not a short barrel rifle or a pistol or a rifle, so we don't need to worry about the ATF. But unfortunately, unlike the movie version, this is not a spring adjustable stock. It's just at this fixed collapsed point. In the event that you somehow get a jam, you can open up what we're going to call the chamber on the blaster to clear that jam manually. The left side of the blaster does not have any controls to comment on, though it is stylized in very similar fashion to what we saw on the right side of our blaster. Here we can see the barrels of our blaster. The lower barrel has the large dart that you manually load in there from the front. The top, or we'll say the middle barrel, is where your medium-sized darts fly out of. The top barrel, which would be the plasma rifle barrel, non-functional obviously. With the magazine out of our blaster, you can see the round count goes to nothing. And then here you can see the difference in size between what we're going to call the blaster darts and the grenade darts. Now how about a little more range time?
Okay, we are going to reload our Pulse Blaster now. Let's do 10 shots. We're going to do 5 shots center mass on our silhouette target, and then 5 shots at the 6-inch or 8-inch challenge target above it. Here we go. Let's see how we can do. Seems like the more that you let the engine inside spin up, it puts a little rotation on the darts through the air. Let's collect these. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. We have our grenade to shoot. How could I forget? Let's aim at center mass on our silhouette target. Ooh, a little low. As a final test of our M41A Pulse Blaster, we have set up our Let's Hit the Range challenge target on our silhouette, the head of our silhouette. We are going to take 10 shots at it and see if we can even hit it. Here we go. I think we hit it. Let's try one more. Oh, what? Grenade. Little low. This time we'll do a rapid fire set of 10. They should give you like 20 or 30 10mm caseless darts with the Pulse Blaster instead of just 10. Feels real anemic with just 10. All right, here we go. Rapid fire with a grenade to finish off our target. Hopefully we don't need it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. I felt really fast, mostly due to the rifle.
Alright, now that we have seen the NERF Aliens Limited Mark 41A Pulse Blaster in action, let's take a few minutes to go over our final thoughts on this NERF blaster. Now this is a representation of the Mark 41A Pulse Rifle as seen in awesome movies like Aliens, the sequel to Alien. Now this is a NERF blaster. It is not a pulse rifle. There's a big difference, and well, I don't think we need to cover all those differences or really any of them. If you are a die-hard fan of the Alien franchise and you want a one-for-one prop replica, unless you want to pay like $3,000 to get one off Etsy, this $100 option from NERF is probably going to be good enough for you, or at least for your bank. Now there are some subtle differences. Well, subtle if you're not too detail oriented. Like for example, the pulse rifle barrel is just it's for looks. It does absolutely nothing. There is the dart barrel beneath that. It should not exist at all on the pulse rifle. And then we have what should be a 4-shot grenade launcher is a single-shot large dart launcher. Though it does have a nice pump to give you that boom feel to it. So you got that going for you. Now the sound effects that it does, which you can kind of hear I think we might have a jam. Let's try that again. So they're not at all the sound effects like from the movie. And that's probably the first jam that we had out of this blaster, out of all the attempts that we had today to fire it. To be honest, I don't know or care why I did that. It's a lot of fun anyway. It does not have really a sight. I believe the Pulse rifle in the video games has sort of a pop-up peep sight front blade here maybe. No adjustable stock. It would be nice if this was adjustable. Like I'd like it one-click out. And I think according to the movie lore, this would have been a spring adjustable sight that you could use more like a rifle, and then in close quarter combat, say like a carbine maybe. The magazine that comes with it, of course, because this is a dart magazine, not a 10mm caseless plasma round, you only get 10 darts instead of 99 that would have been in, say, the movie rifle. Though I believe those would only have been really loaded to, say, 95 because the Pulse rifle was known to, say, have a feeding issue at 99 rounds according to the lore of the franchise. Now, as I say, it would be nice to have 4 shots in your pump-action grenade launcher instead of just the 1. But at least you got the pump action going for you. And as I say, the sound effects not at all from the movie. And I think that, in my not an expert opinion, has to do with the fact that when you have this going, you can't hear them anyway. So they probably didn't want to bother paying the extra licensing fee they probably would have had to pay to get those sounds. Right? The Pulse Rifle didn't sound anything like that. And I will try to cut in that sound effect here for you for this next one. Hopefully we don't get a DMCA takedown as a result. Now I do think, in terms of if you like to play NERF like I used to as a kid, that this would be a fantastic gun to use, or blaster, excuse me, not a gun, this is just a NERF dart blaster. It would be, if you wanted to be like an Aliens Colonial Marine fighting it out with your friends on the NERF battlefield, this would be a very fun NERF dart blaster to use when you're out there LARPing around in your let's take on the xenomorphs in NERF combat. It's really cool that it has that detachable magazine, that it has your loaded rounds left, darts left indicator, that it has the sound effects. Would be nice if things like the original Pulse Blaster, it used to have single fire, a 4-shot burst, full auto. On this one we do have single shot and the full auto. It'd be nice if we had like a 4-shot burst option. Brrrah, brrrah. Right, like that'd be really cool like in the movie, because I think most of the time when you hear it, they're actually doing that 4-shot burst. Brr, 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 like cutting down xenomorph with your darts of fury, 10mm caseless NERF darts. Could be a whole hell of a lot of fun if you're out there LARPing, enjoying the weekend, doing NERF combat with your friends, family, and kids or whatever. Now, as I say, again, it's not 100% accurate, obviously in color, and things like this added dart barrel that aren't there on the movie plasma rifle. But as far as like a really fun, if you want to get into your alien LARPing action and do NERF combat, I think there aren't any better options than there are than the M41A Plasma Blaster. Well, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day.